Welcome, everybody, to TMG Teams. I am your host, Kevin, the Philosopher Boss. We will be joined in just one moment by Papa West. Here he is. What is up, Papa West?
There we go.
There you
I
go.
am here.
You
I
are.
don't know why my tablet decided to kick me out right as soon as we started this thing.
Hey, I was here to fill in for you. It's all right.
And I have no audio. Sweet. Give me 2 minutes. I am sorry, everybody. This does tend to happen from time to time.
It happens. It happens. It happens to us all. Sometimes our audio doesn't work, but anyway, we have a teams match going on tonight. It will be Jacob and myself, Team Delta Squadron, taking on Joe Hot Fuzz Farraly and Chad Danger Webb, a new team made up out of the ashes of Amaru Moses leaving to go to the Schmodown. So Joe had to pick up some pieces and find an awesome new partner in Chad, and they are now fried gold. And what a piece of fried gold that is! Quoting one of the best Edgar Wright films of all time. But yeah, so as I banter and try to bring Papa West into this, here we go. And he's back. All right, so hopefully you can hear me. Can you hear me, Papa West? And
I can hear me.
All right, I can hear you. All right, so I kind of introduced what was going on today, so I will hand it over to you, buddy.
Okay, so I have no idea what you just said, or I know you said you introduced everything. I don't know exactly what you introduced, but so this will be very repetitious. I do not care, just as long as it gets done at least once. But anyways, this is a TMG Teams match, of course, because you see me here with my name in blue. You saw the intro. Yes, I'm in a purple shirt that has nothing to do with anything, but we are going back towards our road to the finals. Every team that had a Schmodown player get drafted has given me a new teammate. The second team that had that effect to was the Demolition Men, which was Hot Fuzz Joe Farraly and Amaru Moses. Amaru, of course, is currently kicking Mike Kalinowski's ass to win the Intergeekdom Championship. So can't compete here. So Joe searched far and wide through the vast fan leagues and found a competitor to play with him. I will not say who that is because I will let someone else spoil that or introduce them together. But I will just say their team name is Fried Gold, which is a reference to a movie, I guess. But as y'all know, I'm a member of Delta Squadron. So it's a little weird that I'm hosting and playing at the same time. I'm not going to host this one. I did ask a good man to take my place in hosting, and that is what he did. So that I believe Kevin said he was going to handle all the behind the stage stuff, which is great because I'm on my phone, and I don't have an easy way to do that. So Kevin kicked me out, get our hosts in, let them introduce themselves, and let them run this thing.
Hello, everybody. Luis is already drinking.
Yeah.
How you doing, my boy? Now, after all that redundancy out of the way, my name is Abel de Leo. This is Luis Boos. We are the two random Europeans that Kevin and Jacob found because they didn't want to have any conflict of interest. They're playing, we're hosting. Don't get it twisted. How you feeling, Luis?
Oh, I'm feeling incredibly unprepared. I'm not qualified for this whatsoever. So yeah, let's hope this is going to be fun at least.
Well, it should be. We have two heavyweight teams going up against each other. I'm sure they've had their banter. They've had their practice. We haven't had any practice hosting together at all. So, let's see if we can make this work. I would like to introduce our first team, which is Delta Squadron. Kevin, the Philosopher Boss, and Jacob Papa West. Let's get them in the room together. How are we feeling, boys?
Doing well, doing well.
My, how the tables have turned.
Yes, for real.
This is great having you guys here. You must be a very formidable team because all you do is write questions and ask questions. Now you get the undesirable pleasure of having to answer questions. So how are you feeling about this tonight?
Go ahead, Pop Boys.
Yeah, plain and simple. If I could retain information, I would be a fierce competitor. But most of the time, it just goes in one ear, through my hand as I type it on a Google Doc, and leaves me. So we'll see. We'll see.
If only this was a geek match, I would still get my ass kicked because there's the geek champ on the other side. So.
And a mystery person, even though it's been announced. Ooh, mystery.
Ooh,
Thank you.
yeah. We'll see who that will be.
Spoiled that earlier. Sorry.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Luis, do you want to ask these fine gentlemen any certain questions about their performance tonight?
Not at all. These men have been here for a long time. They know this game inside and out. As you said, they are most comfortable on the other side of the desk. But due to that, they should be more than versed in the rules of this game and how this will work. So I am very, I assume they know what they do.
I think you hit the nail on the head there. Experience might go a long way here because strategy is a big part of this game. All right, let's kick these boys out, and then we will introduce our next team. Our next team is Fried Gold. Fried Gold. We have Joe, Hot Fuzz Farraly, and we have our mystery guest. Join us, Chad Danger Webb. There we go, boys. Happy to have you. I believe I heard through the grapevine that this will be your debut match as a team. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Absolutely correct. You know, I'm going to say one thing first. Because, Rue, you're currently smashing it. You're a hell of a teammate. Chad here. I mean, Chad, you know what we've done. We've trained with the best.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've studied with Dan Morrow.
Yep.
So, and, you know, we've played matches. We've played in a couple of exhibition matches. I know what Chad is capable of. When he messaged me asking for a teammate, I went, yeah. There's been a few.
Why the hell not?
But I know Chad and I, we share some interests. We definitely share some loves of certain directors, certain British directors who may or may not have films coming out in the very, very near future. And
Absolutely.
certain other British geek categories, maybe.
Yeah, that's actually how we met through through Dan Merle, and then you know, or at least through our exhibition match, and then studying with Dan Merle. So yeah, exactly. You know, we you know, maybe we can study together more, but you know, since this was kind of a last minute formation, you know, through Amaru going off to bigger and better things. But yeah, I do have one question for Joe, though. Have you ever fired your gun into the air and gone, ah?
No, I have not ever fired my gun into the air and gone, ah.
Shame.
I will cut off this at the right banter right here. They have studied with Dan Merle. Chad even decided to steal his nickname. That's ballsy.
No.
I will say this, though, before just following all that little bit of hype there. This is still technically singles questions, not geek. People who have watched me know how I feel about that, and that studying does not go to the level it does for geek. But I still watch a lot of movies.
I've actually want to address what Abel said, because I did actually talk to Dan and say, hey, you know, I'm Danger Webb or whatever, and then he was like, oh, but it's not dangerous, and I was like, I would never. So
fair enough. Okay, these boys are a bunch of chatterboxes. Luis, do you have any questions for these boys? Should we just shut them up and get the match going on the way?
Let's do it.
That's a fried gold.
Right on, guys. Okay, we'll see if there's any growing pains
boys
as a team, but let's kick them out, bring everyone back in, and get this match underway. No, we're not kicking them out. We're just bringing everybody in. That's right. All righty, boys. We are doing a teams match, regular movie trivia, no geek, Joe. And the match will be as follows. It is 3 rounds to a finish. Round number 1 will be 8 questions in 8 different categories. Every question will award you 1 point if answered correctly, and Should you be so lucky as to get every single question correct, there is a bonus point for an extra question, obviously. Now, boys, are we ready to get this going?
Oh yeah.
And the Delta Squadron, are we ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
Sure.
Kevin's feeling like $1,000,000.
Like $1 million.
Luis, are you currently staring at the document?
I am very much staring at the document.
Then I will have you kick us off with question number 1. Good luck, everybody.
All right, everyone. Good luck, gentlemen. Round number 1, question number 1. In the realm of science fiction, in what movie does Christian Bale play a law enforcement officer in a dystopian future where emotions have been outlawed?
And you reading that sounded even more like a dystopian future where emotions have been outlawed, Luis. You are an individual. All right, it looks like everybody's writing down. I will get a countdown going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pens down, please. Luis, you can start asking these people for their answers. Pens down,
All right.
Kevin, pens down.
No, I'm good.
Then let's start with chat.
Equilibrium.
All right, Kevin,
I didn't have anything.
Joe,
Equilibrium.
and Jacob.
I put The Machinist.
Dope movie.
All right. We see Fried Goat with a 2-0 point advantage after this question.
Equilibrium. Good job, boys. Question number 2 will be in the realm of animation, animated movies. Who voices Pitch Black, the villain in 2012's Rise of the Guardians? And there goes your second question. I will get the timer started because, to be honest, I forgot on the first question to get the timer started. All righty. Luis, I know you're not a big fan of animated movies. Have you had the pleasure of watching this particular one?
I had not, because when this came out, I was just out of the age where animated movies were cool.
5,
And after that, I didn't
4, 3,
seek it out.
2, 1. Pens down, everybody. I will go to Kevin, the philosopher. What'd you have?
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. Joe, what'd you get?
Do you like the films of Jude Law?
Jude Law. Jacob, what was your answer, sir?
Tim Curry.
And Chad, where did you end up?
And there goes my perfect round. Bill Hader.
And only Mr. Farraly getting that one correct. It was, in fact, Jude Law.
Good job, Joe.
Because he knows the law. He is the law, Mr. Farraly.
True.
Hey, Luis, kick him off with the person.
Sure. Question number 3. In the category of James Bond, which I believe to be a strength of
It is a strength.
Team Fried Goat, in the realm of James Bond, who plays Mayday in 1985's A View to Kill?
A View to a Kill, that is. But yeah, fair enough.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not a problem, buddy. Not a problem. There are so many James Bond movies, and they don't usually share titles. So, yeah, A View to Kill, View to a Kill. Doesn't really matter.
I do believe the German translation is somewhat different, and that is where the mistake might have come from. So my
Hands down.
earnest apologies.
You got it, buddy. You have been forgiven. Start asking.
All right, then I believe we start with Joe.
Grace Jones.
Chad, I guess.
I know Robert Shaw is sometimes in these movies.
Kevin
No, I didn't have it.
and Jacob.
Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, we were on the same page. No, it was in fact Grace Jones.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So Joe keeping his perfect round going. Delta Squadron still yet to get on the board. Let's see if they can change their fates with this question in the realm of comedy movies. Hey, there you go. I knew I'd get some laughs out of you. Question. What item does Steve Carell's character liken boobs to, giving away the fact that he's still a virgin to his co-workers in The 40-Year-Old Virgin? That was a deep sigh. Have you seen this movie, Luis?
I don't. I have not watched The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
I'm not a big Steve Carell fan, but this is a funny movie. Alrighty, I will start counting from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, and I believe I will start with Jacob. Yeah, Jacob. Why not?
I said donuts.
Dollars to donuts. Mr. Farraly.
It's a bag of sand.
And Chad.
I just put sand.
And the philosopher. What'd you come up with?
Bag of sand.
I will unfortunately only accept bag of sand.
I almost wrote sandbags. Damn it.
Bag of sand it is, which means Joe keeps his perfect round going, but Kevin gets on the board for his team, Delta Squadron, now trailing 5-1. 5-1.
All right. Question number 5 in the category of drama. The movie Argo sees a plot to evacuate American diplomats from what country? Ugh. My accent coming through there. I'm very sorry you had to hear that, to everyone.
It's okay, buddy. You're doing great. I would say you're doing great. We could host this match in German and Dutch, and these guys would have no clue what's going on.
Oh man, that would be tremendous. That would make great television, honestly.
I'm not sure. I mean, it's just that silence.
For some people,
visible confusion. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Alrighty, I believe we start with Chad.
I put Iran.
All right, then we go to Kevin.
Said Iraq.
Joe.
I didn't walk. I ran.
And Jacob.
I don't know the difference between Iraq and Iran. That's
wow.
That's
Damn.
a song. I know the difference.
All right, Iran was the correct answer here. That means fried goat. Both get it correct and further their lead.
It's all right, Jake. We got it. All right.
7-1. 7-1. This lead is getting pretty dramatic. Let's see if the boys can pick it up with their strength, which was Twilight, which I refuse to call the Twilight Saga. Twilight. Question number 6. What is the name of the royal vampire family who act as guardians to keep the secret society of vampires hidden from the world?
Oh, I know I should have gone over those notes.
I'll be honest. When this was picked as a strength, I nearly threw in the towel because I was like, screw it. 5, 4, 3, 2. The first repeat of the day comes from Delta Squadron in the category of Twilight. What is the name of the royal vampire family who act as guardians to keep the secret society of vampires hidden from the world?
Movies are actually pretty fun.
It's all right to have fun, Chad. No one's going to blame you for having fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. No more repeats. Kevin, what'd you come up with?
Volturi.
Jacob, how about you?
I said, what the actual fuck? Kevin, I swear to God, if you don't get this, I'm going to cry.
Mr. Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, Vulcans. I knew it began with a V, but I couldn't remember it.
And Chad.
I might have spelled it weird, but I put Volturi family.
Volturi, I will accept that spelling. Volturi is correct, which means we do not have to see Mr. Papa cry.
All right, Chad, as a team, we still hit everyone.
And that also means the perfect round is off the table.
Yeah, no more bonus, so we're good.
Perfect round is off the table. Luis, hit him with the 7th and
All
the
right.
penultimate question.
Huh? I'm sorry. We are in category number 7. You're right. Category number 7, horror and thriller. What is the subtitle to the 4th Nightmare on Elm Street film?
1, 2, 3, 4. Freddy's at your door? No, doesn't matter. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ben's down, please. Luis, ask me.
Right. I am not sure who we started with last.
Go ahead with Jacob.
So we start with Joe, I believe.
No, Jacob.
Oh,
Thanks,
sorry.
mate. The Dream Child. Maybe no geek questions, but fandom questions are more than welcome.
All right, then Jacob.
I thought it was the Dream Warriors.
Chad.
Yeah, I just put Dream Child.
And Kevin.
I said Freddy's Revenge.
All right, we don't have the Dream Child on our document. It is the Dream Master. So no one gets the point.
Dream Child might be number 5.
It is.
Dream Warriors is 3.
It is.
I did seriously have to Google that real quick because you both said Dream Child. I was like, okay, let me.
That was a dope question, though. I like that one.
No.
All right.
Dream
So,
Master.
Abel.
All right, Dream Master, with the dirty sweep, we're not going to end on a dirty sweep. We're going to have one more question, which comes in the category of Oscars, those pesky golden little statues. Oscars, who directed the Best Picture winning Crash, which came out in 2004?
Oh, damn it.
Looking for the director's name.
Crash is still up on my shelf like many other movies, but I just couldn't bring myself to watch it because it sounds so. It doesn't sound great.
Black Mountain again. 5, 4,
I haven't watched
3,
one.
2, 1, and pens down, please. All righty. We will start with Chad. Chad, what'd you come up with to close off?
I wrote Steven Soderbergh.
And Mr. Philosopher.
I had nothing.
Mr. West.
Mr. West is my father, Baz Luhrmann.
And Mr. Farraly.
Shot in the dark, Gavin O'Connor.
I'm sorry. Another dirty sweep, I'm afraid. It was Paul Haggis.
Okay.
Paul Haggis, a very anticlimactic guy to end round one off. But we do have a serious lead for Fried Gold here. 8-2 as we move on to round number 2. Round number 2 will go as follows. There are a bunch of different categories on a terrifying little wheel, which will come onto the screen right now. This wheel will decide your fate by spinning round and round and stopping on a certain category. If you do not like what the wheel gives you the first time around, you can elect to have it spin a second time. Second time is no returns, no refunds. You have to take what it gives you. Now, there are spinners and opponent's choice on there. And other than that, we have Brad Pitt, biopics, Twilight, science fiction movies, James Bond, monster movies, and the 2010s as a decade. Seeing as how we have a sizable lead for Fried Gold, we will ask them first. Would you prefer to spin first or defer to your opponents?
What do you think,
How many questions is it?
It is 4 questions per category.
Okay.
So Chad, looking at this, potentially, if we have to multiple choice all of them and we get them right, they'd still have to go perfect and we'd still maintain a 2-point lead. Sorry, a 4-point lead, that's right. So my instinct has always been spin first. If you're happy.
Yeah. I mean, you're the champ often in things, so we'll defer to you. Yeah.
Teams, but yeah, I like to spin first, so I think we should spin first.
Yeah, let's do that.
We are tempting fate and spinning first. Let's see what this will yield. Let's spin this bad boy. You can cut the tension with a knife. That's this very jittery wheel. We have no idea what's going on.
It's hard at deciding. WillDecide.com's
Brad
website
Pitt,
is
maybe.
having issues at the moment. I'm kidding. It's my computer. My computer sucks.
It lands on Brad Pitt. Fried and gold. How are we feeling about this?
I'm like, none of these categories I'm like super worried about. Brad Pitt's okay. It's not like one I'm super, super, super strong in, but what do you think?
I'm pretty happy with Brad Pitt. There's maybe 2 things on the wheel I'd want more than that. I think this was, for my list, it was the sort of 3rd highest on the list of what I want. I think we should keep it. I think we can, worst case scenario, we can multiple choice our way through it and still maintain a lead.
Sounds good. Let's keep it.
Do it.
They're keeping the very chiseled, very handsome Mr. Brad Pitt. They will get 4 questions for this category. Every question will be worth 2 points unless they elect to go to multiple choice, which will mean their question is worth 1 point. If they get it incorrect, however, this will allow the other team to attempt to steal their points and add them to their own tally. Now, they chose Brad Pitt. Seeing as how Luis is a much closer resemblance to Mr. Pitt, I will have him field these questions for you guys.
You humble me. All right. Brad Pitt movies. And we start with question number 1. Who plays Patroclus? Achilles' protege, Troy.
It's like Patrocles, I think. If you don't have any idea, I think we should maybe do multiple choice because I have no idea.
No, it's. I think it's one of those ones I'll know if I hear it. I've watched it twice, but not for a while. So
5, 4, 3. Oh.
Multiple choice, please.
All right. The multiple choice answers are A. Rupert Evans, B. Emil Hirsch, C. Garrett Hedlund, or D. Michael Pitt.
I have no idea.
Didn't help. I don't know why Hirsch is ringing a bell for me.
5.
I'd go for it if you.
Emil Hirsch, final answer.
That is unfortunately incorrect, which means Delta Squad have the opportunity for a 1-point steal.
This might be monumental here. Read it out again. Let's see if they can get it.
All right. Delta Squad. Who plays Patroclus? Achilles' protege in Troy. Is it Rupert Evans, Emil Hirsch, Garrett Hedlund, or Michael Pitt? Your opponent said Emil Hirsch.
Kevin, do you know?
No.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it's A.
Rupert Evans.
Yes.
4.
Go with it.
3.
A, final answer.
It is not Rupert Evans, it is Garrett Hedlund. So neither team gets the point for this question. However, Fried Gold have 3 questions left in the round 2, and we will continue with question number 2. Brad Pitt plays in what film directed by Barry Levinson?
Barry Levinson, shit. I don't know this director's career that well.
It's not anything that came up in my study.
3,
Multiple
2,
choice.
1.
Multiple
All right,
choice.
multiple choice. Is it A, Sleepers, B, Legends of the Fall, C, A River Runs Through It, or D, Cool World?
Right, I don't think he directed 2 of these.
What are you?
Well, I don't want to say what the 2 are
Right.
because that leaves one.
I was thinking potentially A River Runs Through It, but I don't have any. It's because I think it's a '90s movie, and Barry Levinson was deep in the '90s.
No,
5,
I
4,
don't think it's that. I think it's B.
3, 2.
Go for it.
B,
One.
final answer.
That is incorrect, unfortunately. Delta Squadron. For another 1 point steal. Brad Pitt plays in what film directed by Barry Levinson? Is it A, Sleepers, B, Legends of the Fall, C, A River Runs Through It, or D, Cool World?
And Brad Pitt. Oh, Brad
Kevin,
Pitt proving to be a bit of an Angstgegner for this team. How'd you like that little German word I sprinkled in there for you?
You know.
Fun fact,
4,
I was going to say Rain Man, and then I realized it was Tom
2,
Cruise. Repeat the question.
Sleepers,
please.
final answer.
All right.
Whoa.
Wait, what is it?
I asked for a repeat before.
Okay, go for the
All right.
Yeah,
I just want to say,
All right.
whenever we have time to confer, please do not talk because we will be able to
please,
talk to the most.
please, yeah, we got to talk.
Then I will.
All right.
I will give you the. Okay, fair enough.
Just the repeat. Give him the repeat.
Yeah,
I
will give you
repeat
the for free. I'm sorry.
Brad Pitt plays in what film directed by Barry Levinson? Is it Sleepers, Legends of the Fall, C, A River Runs Through It, or D, Cool World?
And Kevin, you do think it's Sleepers?
I mean, that was my gut.
5,
But
4,
Sleepers,
3,
final answer.
2, 1.
That is correct for 1 point.
I did think it was between A and B. It was C and D. I was sure it wasn't. So
Gotcha.
Delta Squad getting one point
Inching
closer to
Inching closer.
Fried Goat lead, but Fried Goat have the opportunity to make even more points in this round too, as they are only halfway through it. And we will continue with question number 3. What country do Brad Pitt and Kate Blanchett vacation to in the 2006 film Babel? I Am Sorry.
God damn it! Movies I haven't seen coming up in this.
I love how you keep apologizing, Luis.
Where do they vacation to? I'd really.
No, it's just
5, 4,
multiple
3,
choice.
2.
All right.
All right. Is it A, Morocco, B, Algeria, C, Egypt, or D, Turkey?
I don't know.
Not my geography. I should know where the Tower of Babel is.
Thinking maybe Morocco or Turkey. I don't know.
5,
Take a punt. I don't know either.
3,
Go
1.
Morocco. Final answer.
Morocco is correct.
Oh, sweet.
Right, go to get another
I
point.
was going to go Algeria if I'd guessed. So well done.
Good job.
All
right in
righty.
the nick of time, too.
And in your final answer in the category of Brad Pitt, in the movie 12 Monkeys, Bruce Willis' character James Cole is sent back in time how many years too early?
Oh man, I did. That's the one thing.
I really have no idea here. I've seen this one.
Multiple
What?
choice.
Okay.
All right. Is it A, 3 years, B, 6 years, C, 9 years, or D, 12 years?
So in my head, even before multiple choice came up, 6 was in my head.
That's fine with me.
6 years, final answer.
6 years is correct,
Cool.
which
Okay.
means after round 2, Fried Goat have a lead of 10-3.
They need a perfect round to take a 1 point lead.
Yep.
Hey, how you doing, guys? Very impressive still how they navigated this through what I would believe to be a very rough Brad Pitt category. All right.
No Tarantino,
Now,
no Fury, no Deadpool.
No. I'm not going to make it easy on you. Now,
Outrageous.
this is the chance here. Delta Squadron will have the chance to try and get closer, get within reach of Fried Gold. Let's spin this wheel and see what they get.
This is where we should see if we should have spun again.
Yep.
Hindsight is 2020, buddy.
Hopefully, it's not Okay.
It looks like it's gonna land on 2010s.
I was gonna
Nope,
say that.
it's still going.
Oh.
Monster movies, it looks like. Monster movies. Now, let's see if this...
I'd have still preferred Pet.
Okay, Kevin, I just want to say you're doing great. You have scored all of our points. Congrats on that.
Thanks.
As far as monster movie goes, I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
I feel like we could do better.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and spin again. And this is me clicking the button to spin it again.
Spinning away from monster movies. Let's see if this works out in their favor. And hope it doesn't land on Brad Pitt again. Opponent's choice lurking.
Oh.
What?
And
did my wheel? Okay.
It disappeared. The wheel disappeared. Let's bring him back in.
And I'll turn it if y'all don't trust me, because I wouldn't trust me either.
I trust you on that one. Don't worry.
Especially because I'd be like, it's spinner's choice, guys.
I don't think you faked that one.
All right.
They happened to land on the other team's strength, which is Jimmy Bond, and me being somewhat of a secret agent. I will ask them these questions because this is vital for the rest of the match. Let's see if they can inch closer in what should be a golden opportunity for fried golds to get any potential steals in. Alrighty, James Bond. Guys, are you ready for your questions?
Ready.
Alrighty. Question number 1 out of 4. What was Desmond Llewellyn's first outing as Q in the James Bond franchise?
So, Kevin, I know who Q is. I have no idea who that actor is.
Same.
So let's just go multiple choice, okay?
Yeah, multiple choice.
Multiple choice you shall have as I open myself another cold one. Multiple choice. Here we go. Is it A, From Russia with Love? B, Dr. No? C, Goldfinger? Or D, Thunderball?
I know it's not Dr. No.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first one. So, yeah.
Any other it could be. I don't think it's Thunderball. Do you want to say From Russia with Love?
5,
Yeah.
4.
From Russia with Love, final answer.
And you get all the love because that is the correct answer. There we go. 1 point on the board in James Bond. You knew the other team was ready to pounce, so they had to get it correctly.
I know it.
Question number 2. Who performed the theme song to Tomorrow Never Dies?
Kevin, which movie is Tomorrow Never Dies? Is that a
5.
Is that a Sean Connery
4,
one?
3.
Repeat the question.
I will read this question again for you guys. Who performed the theme song to Tomorrow Never Dies?
No. I know there was one that was.
Five,
Whitney
4,
Houston, maybe.
3,
I'll go
2.
Whitney Houston, final answer.
Ooh, okay.
Wait, what happened here?
I have no idea what Kevin said. I'm going.
Kevin said multiple choice.
Yeah, let's go multiple choice.
I said final answer. Though.
He said final answer.
Yeah.
It seems like it was sort of okay. Fair enough. Okay, you guys registered a final answer, even though you weren't completely on the same page, and your answer was incorrect.
All right. Fair.
So we will go over to the other team for a potential 2-point steal. Who performed the theme song to Tomorrow Never Dies?
Sheryl Crow, final answer.
Perfect.
And Sheryl Crow it is. Sheryl Crow it is.
Right.
That is a massive 2-point steal for Fried Gold. As we roll into Question number 3 for Delta Squadron, with the score currently standing at 12-4. Question number 3. While strolling through Q's laboratory, Bond witnesses the testing of a spiked umbrella in which movie?
So fun fact, Kevin, we just have to play it safe, and we move on to round number 3. That last question was completely my fault. Again, you have scored all
Five,
the points.
4,
Keep up the good work.
3,
Multiple choice.
multiple choice. You shall have. Is it A, Octopussy, B, The Living Daylights, C, For Your Eyes Only, or D, Moonraker?
Do you have any idea, Kevin?
Not really.
Okay. Well, you know how much I love Octopussy, right?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Octopussy. Final answer.
Your final answer is incorrect, I'm afraid. So I will go to the other team for a potential 1-point steal. Guys, I will ask the question and the multiple choice answers again. While strolling through Q's laboratory, Bond witnesses the testing of a spiked umbrella in which movie? Is it A, Octopussy, B, The Living Daylights, C, For Your Eyes Only, or D, Moonraker?
Fun fact, in this scene, another gadget is being tested, and the man testing it is called Smithers, who is played by Jeremy Bulloch, who plays Boba Fett. And that movie is For Your Eyes Only. Final answer.
For Your Eyes Only is correct. Would have been pretty embarrassing if after all that grandstanding, he would have gotten it wrong.
I just like the fact that Boba Fett's in the movie.
I knew that Joe wasn't going to get it wrong. So.
Alrighty, and your final question in the realm of James Bond is as follows: in The World Is Not Enough, Q demonstrates a flamethrower inside what? So, what is the flamethrower inside of?
Yeah, everyone knows if Joe would have gotten that last question wrong, he would have been deported immediately.
Right. All right. So either way, we'll get to go to the next round, but let's go multiple choice just to keep it. We'll keep it.
Right. They're going with multiple choice. Is it A, a trumpet, B, a guitar, C, a piano, or D, a bagpipe?
I'd say a bagpipe.
That is one of the only instruments that would make sense to have a flamethrower in. Bagpipe, final answer.
And bagpipe is correct. There you go. They live to fight another day.
That sounds like another Bond film.
Right.
That must be in there somewhere.
Fight another day.
They live to fight another day. The score being 13-5. Let's be honest here. Delta Squadron will need a hell of a round 3 to even get back into this game, but everything is possible. Let's go. Round number 3, Luis. We know round number 3 will consist of 3 questions, one being a 2-pointer, the second being a 3-pointer, and the third being the almighty 5-point question. Now, how do we get those questions? Our teams will be picking numbers between 1 and 15. Those all stand for different categories. Then they will elect who takes the 2-pointer, who takes the 5, who takes the 3-pointer, and they will be able to collaborate on the 5. Being in the lead for almost all of the game, Fried Gold will be able to pick their numbers first.
Chad?
Oh, numbers. Do you have any numbers in mind?
I always use the same 3, so by all means, take the first and third pick.
Why don't you go with your 3?
Let's do it in different order. 6, 4, 12.
6, 4, and 12. Which means, Fried Gold, you can pick anything between 1 and 15 except for 6, 4, and 12.
So Kevin, real quick, I just want to say our backs might be against the wall, but if the only thing Kevin Garnett taught me when he led the Boston Celtics to the 2008 finals, beating the Los Angeles Lakers, is that Anything is possible. And I'm gonna have a knock on my door here in a second, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up. You know my picks on numbers, so either get some or ask your lovely fiance sitting next to you.
No.
If she is actually next to you.
We'll go with number 1, number 7, and number 15.
1, 7, and 15. After that very strenuous sports reference from Jacob, we finally get some numbers out of these guys, and we can proceed. We will proceed as follows. We will ask the team that is trailing their questions until they end up either in the lead or mathematically disqualified. Sounds good. Sounds good. All righty. Luis, how about you field these boys their first question?
Yeah, sure.
Give
All
us
right.
the category first, and we will decide
Yeah.
who gets who's
Of
best.
course. Delta Squadron have picked category 1 as their first number, which corresponds to the category of musicals. Now, for 2 points.
We have to decide who's answering the question.
Yes.
Kevin, what are your thoughts?
That
on
was my
musicals?
question.
I had to make sure.
I mean,
These boys can just not stop hosting.
it's not
No,
me.
it's not.
It's not me, bro. But I mean, I would fall on the bomb if you want me to.
No, I can do it.
All right.
All right.
Luis, I will be answering the 2-point question in the category of musicals, please.
That is great. Then I will give you that set question.
So much chemistry on screen. I love it.
Yes. Jacob, who directed the 2018 movie Mary Poppins Returns?
So I love throwing my challenge. That movie had no direction to it, but I can't do that because that's technically not a correct statement. I know this. The fuck is his name?
5, 4, 3, 2.
In the grand scheme of it, this question does not matter. I cannot think of it.
Okay.
So no points given, which means Kevin will be forced to
Can you give
answer
me,
his.
Can you give him the
We
answer?
don't need to know
His
the
answer?
answer. We don't
Of
need-
course, I'm sorry. The answer was Rob Marshall. Rob Marshall directed Mary Poppins
You
Returns.
sound so Bostonian when you say that.
Marshall.
Not Marshall.
Marshall.
That is by accident.
Marshall.
Kevin, did you know that one?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
All right. That means Delta Squadron is not yet eliminated. They still have the chance to tie the game if they get both of their questions right. But Kevin will need to hit their 3-pointer in the category of crime, as they have picked the number 7.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, Kevin. What is the name of the titular casino in Martin Scorsese's Casino?
Kevin's going to his happy place. See if he can pull it. 5,
Question.
4, 3.
All right. What
Their
is the
second
name?
repeat.
Yes, the second repeat. What is the name of the titular casino in Martin Scorsese's Casino?
Five, 4,
Repeat.
3. Is our final repeat.
The final repeat. What is the name of the titular casino in Martin Scorsese's Casino?
All I can think of is Copacabana.
And your winners by way of technical knockout, it is Chad, Danger, Webb, and Joe Hot Fuzz Farraly, Fried Gold. Fried Gold,
Yes.
the winners. They did not have to put any work in round 3 because they already put in a hell of a lot of work in rounds number 1 and 2. Alrighty, we will move out the losers of the match.
What was the answer? What was the answer real fast?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to
Tangiers
say that
the Tangiers.
the answer was
10 years.
the Tangiers.
That's
Right.
fair. All right.
So, guys,
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
there you go. He was waiting to do that all night. Alrighty, boys. How are we feeling about this, let's say, pretty handy win?
It's a good start. It is a good start. I've always said when it comes to non-focused trivia, so where it doesn't focus so much on geek, is that it's about luck sometimes. And especially for me in round 1, 5 of those questions I had seen the movies and I was able to answer them. The pit round didn't really go in our favor. We worked our way through it, but them getting Bond again, sometimes it is about luck, and them spinning Bond was luck. It's my strength. Even more than any geek category, I would say Bond is my biggest strength.
Nice.
Chad got us through it, got that Morocco answer, which was awesome. This is just our first match. I had a bit of luck. Sometimes you need that to get started. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
Absolutely. Yeah, like in round 1, I did pretty well. I was kicking myself a little bit over just putting sand because I was sitting there thinking, is it sandbags? But I would have put either sand or sandbags.
Sandbags would have been acceptable.
I should have thrown on the bags, but I was like, I think he says it feels like sand. And so if I put bags, maybe that's going to be wrong. And I just made the wrong choice. But it turned out to be pretty inconsequential. But I got to not make mistakes like that and just go with what I actually think it could be. But other than that, like, Joe said, I was a little worried through the Brad Pitt one just because like we were making a bunch of mistakes, going to multiple choice every time pretty much and not, making the right choice during multiple choice. And, but we still had a pretty decent lead. And then, I was worried if they would have spun their strength or just something they really knew a lot about, they could catch up. And then I'd have to answer more questions. And I was like, that's always, you never know.
So there you have it. You hear the strategy. It's a bit of a crapshoot, but the strategy is maybe watch some movies and try not to answer too many questions. Alrighty, boys.
The other thing I want to note something real quick. I really think I just watched Casino and I couldn't think of the thing either. That was a pretty, not saying it's not a 3-pointer, but it was a pretty tough 3-pointer there. So
it's actually my favorite Scorsese movie, so maybe that's me just being a little biased.
I think for a 3-pointer,
it's a great
the film, it's the titular Casino. So
it is a pretty big deal in that movie.
It is.
But is there anything maybe you feel like you could have done better? You could have worked on more. Maybe what I noticed is maybe there was maybe a slight lack of communication through round number 2. Is that maybe something that you would want to maybe improve on?
I think having played on teams before and seeing, and one of them being reasonably successful, it is something that comes with time and some study prep and stuff like that. That's one thing. I think the other thing, I think I've had other tournaments being prepared, stuff I've been preparing for, and I think I would have done a much deeper dive into Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
And probably would have at least known the Troy one off the bat and the Barry Levinson one off the bat. But that's on me. I said in the pre-chat before this match, long before this match, that I was going to look into Brad Pitt, and other tournaments came up, and it was something I prioritized over. But in this situation, it's favored us. But hopefully next time it will be in a situation where I can take a bit more time. But Brad Pitt was my responsibility in this. And
as a debut match with still some growing pains to overcome, this was let's say a very impressive performance. Luis, do you have anything to ask our esteemed competitors, or maybe you just want to shower them with more praise?
I have got nothing to add. I think it has been pretty much all been said. It was a great performance for a debut match. I think, yeah, the sky's the limit from here.
Yeah, thanks.
No one make me watch Twilight again. I won't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Didn't come up. There you go. Alrighty, boys. Thanks so much for playing. Enjoy your win, and I'm sure we will see you both very soon. And here we are. We bring in our
Kevin, stop. Get Joe and Chad back in here real quick. I have one thing for them. Y'all don't read chats, so y'all didn't know this. I did want to say congratulations to the win, both of y'all. Because we are in the road to the finals, your next match is going to be a three-way versus the Midwest Saints of Derek Parker and Mashed Potatoes and RATG, which is Tony Heald and Jake Meltzer.
Ooh.
Four Brits in the league. 2 Brits on screen
Yeah,
at the same time.
Nice.
How do y'all feel knowing that that is the mountain that is up ahead of y'all?
I've watched matches with those teams, and especially one of them, the RATG. I think those guys are really good. So, we definitely have our work cut out for us on that one.
Very good friends with a lot of these people, but Jake Meltzer is someone I've been on stream with a few times, a couple of matches with. He's always good fun to be with. And Tony Heald, he's a fellow countryman, and stuff he does over at Feature Presentation, what a great guy. Looking forward to it, definitely. I look forward to that more than most, I think.
Cool.
Yeah, and I can confirm that the name RATG does stand for Retired and Too Good. So they're a pretty good team. But, Abel, this was all of the thunder that I'm taking from you. So we can go ahead and kick out the winners and then get to the losers now. And I'll let you do everything else.
This boy cannot stop stealing my job. Why'd you get me in here, Jacob?
Because you don't read the chat. Had you have read the chat, I wouldn't have had to steal it. But
I'm kidding, brother. It's all good. You make your announcements. This is your league. I'm just, we're all just living in it.
We're all just living in it.
Exactly. Boys, let's be honest here. Pretty tough loss.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys aren't you don't feel like this is the best that you could have done. How are you feeling about what just transpired? Is there anything you would have done differently?
Seeing as to how the only question I actually legitimately got correctly was a complete guess on multiple choice, I'd say I could have answered at least 2 more questions correctly, and that would have been a better game.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, not besides that though. Like I could have contributed more as well. I could have put in some more time watching some Bond movies. I knew it was on the wheel. I knew it was fair game. I always kind of try to stick to what our strength is and hope for the best there, hope for opponent's choice. And it just didn't work out. But that just shows right there, like that. You just got to put in the work, and I haven't had the time recently to do so, but it reflects in that scoreboard right there on the bottom. I mean, 5 points is not good, and that's the reason we're not moving on to the on the road to the finals. So we'll sit in the background and hope to get better. But yeah.
Fair enough. Chalking this one up to a lack of match fitness, let's call it it that. Still, though, you guys put in an admirable performance. You got to the 3rd round. Luck wasn't on your side. Let's call a spade here. Luis, do you have anything to add? And maybe you can try and console these 2 gentlemen because they look like they need it.
I mean, of course, this isn't a result that you should be proud of, but it is something that happens to the best in this game, in this sport, whatever you might call it. Everyone has an off night for whatever reason. So I know you guys. I think whenever you come back as a team, it's going to be a step up from this game, and this is probably going to be a learning experience. So not much more to add here.
For sure.
Alrighty, boys. Well, thank you so much for having us host, having you guys play. It's been a roller coaster ride. I'll say that. This was a very fun experience. I hope you guys did have fun, regardless of the outcome. I hope you guys enjoyed playing and being on the receiving end for once.
Hey, it's always fun to be on this side, man. I really appreciate you writing the match. Appreciate you and Luis hosting. I can't say thank you enough for that. So I don't know. I speak for just myself, but also I think Papa West and everyone else. So I just wanted to say that.
It's great the fact that we're able to produce a match that I had no work in at all.
Yeah, that's always nice, right? That always feels great when you can just make a match.
Very relaxing experience.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll take ourselves out and let you guys close it up.
You got it, bro. Well, Luis, let's say it. This was a night of extremes, right? You had a debut match, a team really like having an ace performance. Let's be honest. They had a very tough round 2, but they navigated it. And then a veteran team who just didn't really find their footing anywhere in the match. So, I don't know. I don't feel like they should hang their heads too low, but it is something that they need to work on. And the other team, wow, forced to be reckoned with. Can't wait to see what they're doing. Sure. How do you feel, brother?
I mean, as you said, this was really a very interesting match. As you said, this result by Delta Squadron, nothing to be too ashamed of. It happens to everyone at times. But Fried Gold played a good game tonight and are very much deserving to be in the next round of this tournament. And this was definitely a very fun match to watch, to try to commentate. Not much more to say here.
Loved having you as a co-host, brother. Two European boys, completely out of their elements, totally lost. And
yes, sure.
I mean, I feel like we adjudicated ourselves pretty well. And I hope to do this again sometime with you. But let's not beat around the bush here. We have a big match coming up as well. So let's get studying.
Yeah, sure, man.
Right on, dude. See you around. Thanks,
Bye,
everybody.
Everyone.